WECU 1570 AM and W298BX 107.5 FM, Winterville, North Carolina.
Good morning, Pitt County, and welcome to the very first episode of Pitt Perspectives, where we connect culture, community, and conversations. My name is Victor Ihuka, and I'll be your host. I am from Nigeria, and with me are my co hosts, AY and Patrick.
Yeah, good morning, everyone. Hi, it's good to be here. I'm Ayo from Nigeria. You can call me AY if you'd like. And we're so excited to
Yeah,
kick off the first episode of this amazing show, Pete
yeah.
Perspective. It's all about celebrating what makes Pitt County
Woo!
special. Bringing community together and through storytelling and dialogue, and it's amazing.
Good
Yeah.
morning, good morning. I am Patrick. Patrick is all the way from Johannesburg, South
Let's
Africa.
go, South Africa.
Yes, sir. Yeah. And what better way to start off with than today's topic, love and community? What makes Pitt County special? Since it's Valentine's Day weekend, we are not just talking about love in a romantic sense, but also about the love we have for our community, traditions, and people who make Pitt County feel like home.
That's right. And we want to hear from you. What do you love most about Pitt County? Call us. The phone lines will be open soon. Call us on 252-756-2008. We are live on Pitt Perspectives, live on Awesome Radio Network, 107.5 FM, 1570 AM WECU. And we have behind the scene the incredible Miss Akila Thickpen
Yeah.
Makada. Woo! Yeah. So we want to hear from you. What do you love most about Pitt County? Um, what's something that makes this place feel special, or someone that makes this place feel special for you? We'll be getting into that in a minute. But before we dive into today's discussion, let's take a look at what's happening around Pitt County this past week.
Okay, to start off with that, there's an amazing big news here for ECU.
Let's go, Pirates!
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's great. And the good news is that the university has been designated as an R1 research institution, placing it among the top research schools in the country. This means more funding for ECU, more
Yeah.
opportunities, and stronger academic presence for Pitt County, and that's amazing, and
Yeah,
it's
it
huge.
is. It is. So, just this week, a national rating model that's used by state and federal funding sources to compare higher education institutions has designated ECU, our very own East Carolina University, in its highest tier for research schools. The university announced this on Thursday that it was classified as R1. So R1 means ECU is now a very high research activity university, and
Yeah.
this classification is done by the Carnegie Foundation for the Advancement of Teaching. ECU was previously designated an R2, so this is a
It's huge. Yeah,
huge,
it's
huge
huge.
step.
Yeah.
Yeah, moving on.
Yeah, go Pirates. In the spirit of celebration, Aiden Town celebrates Andrea Norris on Founders Day. So
Yeah.
Aiden Town celebrates its 134th birthday, and
Wow.
they have honored Andrea Norris with the Order of the Long Leaf Pine, one of the greatest honors in North Carolina for her contributions to preserving the town's history.
Yeah, the town of Eden had their annual Founders Day last weekend, where the town celebrated a 134th birthday and honored one of the town's leading citizens. A, a crowd of well-wishers attended the Friday night event last week. And interestingly, U.S. Representative Don Davis, who was a former student of Norris at Green Central High School, caught a flight from Washington, D.C. to present the award on behalf of Josh Stein, Governor Josh Stein. So we are still here on Pitt Perspectives, where we share culture, where we share community stories, and where we bring people together in conversation. Our big conversation today is, what do you love about Pitt County? What makes this place special? Call us. When we get back, we'll dive more into this. I am Victor and I have AY and Patrick with me. See you on the other side.
Hello, my name is Hayden. Thank you for listening to Awesome Radio, 107.5 FM, 1570 AM, WECU.
Hello, my name is Renee Boston Hill, and I have a dream.
Would you expect to find a religious idol in your college bookstore? Stay tuned.
The Legal Alert. Here's attorney David Gibbs Jr.
Andrew was shocked the first time he walked into his university bookstore and noticed Buddha statues for sale. He politely asked if the bookstore also sold Christmas themes at Christmas time. The horrified manager said, "No, of course not. That would violate the separation of church and state." Andrew wondered what was different about the Buddhist statues, and he called the Christian Law Association to find out. We were able to tell him, obviously, there's absolutely no difference. The separation of church and state does not apply only to Christian symbols. It applies to all religious symbols. If the university could sell Buddhist statues, it could also sell manger scenes. And in America, it's against the law for them to discriminate and honor one belief without allowing the other. We were able to help Andrew with his college experience and keeping his rights protected.
You can speak to one of our legal missionary attorneys without charge, 24 hours a day. Call 888-252-1969. That's 888-252-1969. Or if you prefer, 888-CLA-1969.
Hi, my name is Tracy. Thank you for listening to Awesome Radio, 107.5 FM, 1570 AM, WECU.
Yeah, welcome back to Pete's Perspectives on Awesome Radio. My name is Victor. Pete's Perspectives is the show that brings you all the community news that connects culture and connects Pitt County to the world.
Yeah.
And just before we went on the break, we were talking about the news roundup of all the incredible things that's been happening around Pitt County this past week. So Pitt County launches Keep Pitt Green campaign. So the county has launched the Keep Pitt Green campaign to raise awareness about improper lawn care practices that harm the environment. This campaign started yesterday, February 14th, and it will be on through St. Patrick's Day. Not your Patrick. Yeah, not your Patrick for sure.
St. Patrick.
Yeah, we have a Patrick here, but not St. Patrick for sure.
It
So,
maybe.
nah, nowhere close. So officials say this is in response to improper use of glyphosate lawn care products. According to Pitt County officials, improper use of products with the glyphosate herbicide can cause or can contribute to erosions, which can cause sedimentation and clogging of drainage systems. The county aims to use this campaign as an awareness of the improper uses of herbicides, and better alternatives that are less harmful to the environment. So let's keep Pitt green.
Yeah, let's keep
Yeah,
it
let's
clean
keep it
and
Yeah.
let's keep
clean.
it green. So I'll move to the next news here, which is sports. And this is for ECU once again. Go
Go
Pirates!
Let's
Pirates!
go.
All right. So ECU had a huge win this week. The Pirates secured an 82 to 75 victory over the University of Alabama.
Woo.
And CJ Walker scoring an impressive 29 points. So this marks ECU's second straight win and a big moment for the team and as they continue their strong performance in the American Athletic Conference.
Let's go Pirates.
And this is huge. This is big. I'm so excited about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, 29 points. That's astounding.
That's
Okay,
outstanding.
moving on. National School Resource Officer Appreciation Day. Today is February 15th, and it actually is the National School Resource Officer Appreciation Day.
Yeah, that's
A
amazing.
day to
Yeah,
honor the
let's go.
dedication,
Wow.
the dedication of officers who work tirelessly to keep our schools safe. If you know of a school officer who's making a difference, take a moment to thank them.
Yeah, school resource officers are vital in our communities,
Very.
and they help bridge the gap between law enforcement and young people, and they also keep our schools safe. So, like Patrick just said, if you know any school resource officer, thank them for their service, because today is National School Resource Officer Appreciation Day.
Yeah.
So if you're just joining us, you're welcome to Pete's Perspectives, where we cover news and we share community stories and we inspire community here in Pitt County. And up next, we will be diving into our topic, love and community, what makes Pitt County special. Stay tuned with us, and you can call us. Yeah, you can call us, call in on our studio line at 252-756-2008. And we also wanted to give a shout out to the folks listening to us from all over the world. We have
Yeah.
folks in Aba, Nigeria, ABA City listening to us,
Yeah.
folks in Johannesburg, South Africa. Make some noise for South Africa. We have folks in Lagos, Nigeria.
Yeah,
Eko
that's huge.
Onibaje. Yeah, so it's just amazing to connect this place to the rest of the world. So today we are talking about what makes Pitt County special, what place or people or events, makes this place feel like home to you. Our phone lines are open, 252-756-2008. Call us and let's hear from you. So let me start from you, Patrick. How long have you been here in Pitt County?
I've been here for a year, 3 months
Oh,
now.
a year and 3 months,
Yeah,
straight from
straight from Johannesburg,
oh,
South Africa. Yeah,
freshly minted from South Africa. So now that you've been here for this long, um, what is it about Pitt County that makes this place special to you?
man, the whole ECU, Pirate Nation is very
Yeah, let's go
nostalgic. Let's go
Pirates.
Pirate Nation. Yeah, Pirate Nation has been a home for most internationals, and myself included. ECU's a big home for us. Not to mention the ISA on ECU's campus, International Students Association. That's been a big home for us, and St. James United Methodist Church. That's been very supportive of us, and
Yeah,
so that makes
the international
the
student.
culture, the inclusivity of Greenville, that makes Pitt County a home for many, and myself alike.
Yeah, that's amazing. For me, it's the people. The, this is my first time of leaving my country, coming from Nigeria to
Oh,
this
wow.
place, and so you're always thinking about, am I going to meet the right people? Are they going to accept me? Are they going to welcome me? And coming into Greenville, coming to Pitt County, it's been amazing. It's been very warm. You go to the mall, you go to shops, and you just meet people. They're smiling at you, they're greeting you. That warmth is what makes you feel like, yes, I'm home. And that's great. It's great to know that.
Yeah, that's incredible about Pitt County. So let's talk about like yours favorite spots. What places do you, or would you say what two places would you visit the most here? Do you spend time the most, you connect with the most?
Well, for me, I don't know if it's by choice or by force, but I mean, Brewster Building is
Oh yeah, yeah. Brewster Building
it's
is,
my
yeah. It's
probably
the,
my most visited
yeah. I think Brewster
spot.
Building holds
Yeah,
the
that's
Thomas
the
Harriot
yes
College of Arts and Sciences
science. Yeah,
at the ECU
and so that's
campus.
where my department is, and I'm always usually always there, and it's amazing to be
Mm,
there.
that's interesting. So Brewster Building, I didn't think about. Yeah, I didn't think it was gonna be a university building. That's your favorite place, but hey, I
Yeah.
mean, what's there? So how about you? What place would you think
Um,
it's?
I have a lot, but I would go with one, the Greenville Arts Museum.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
Museum of Arts,
yeah,
right?
Museum of Arts. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
So
Greenville Museum
we've
of
actually
Arts.
volunteered there a couple of times, and we had so much fun. And so yeah, that's one of the best places to go to in
Hmm.
Greenville.
Yeah.
That's incredible. So you're still listening to Pitt Perspectives, where we share powerful community stories and inspire culture and connect Pitt County to the rest of the world. Keep listening. We are still here on Awesome Radio Network, 107.5 FM, 1570 AM, WECU. And my name is Victor. I have a wife from Nigeria with me and Patrick from South Africa. We are talking about what you love the most about Pitt County, what people and places makes this place home for you. When we return, we get right back into the conversation. Don't touch the dial.
I am Miss Mary Cox. I'm Killer Thigpen's mother from Awesome Radio.
For helping Christians in your local public schools, this is Gateways to Better Education. I'm Eric Bueller. Christian missionaries have done a lot for indigenous peoples throughout history. They introduced them to different trades, materials, and ways of living. Because of that, they had a big impact on the economic prosperity of the countries they visited. In addition to teaching them how to read, missionaries taught them concepts of private property and showed them how to grow cocoa and cotton so that they could make money to support themselves and build their own Christian churches. They also sparked the mass printing movement because Bibles needed to be printed, and this led to more books and literacy in those countries. Christianity has been a force for much good in the world. Public school students should be learning about it. To read the article, How Christian Missionaries Changed the World, visit gogateways.org/radio. That's gogateways.org/radio.
Hello, my name is Dr. Wiley Nifong. Thank you for listening to Awesome Radio, 107.5 FM, 1570 AM, WECU.
Yeah, welcome back to Pete's Perspectives. Pete's Perspectives is the show where we talk about all things Pitt County. We share powerful community story, we inspire culture, and we connect Pitt County to the rest of the world. Just before we went on that break, we just started out on a very, very interesting topic. We were asking what makes Pitt County special, what makes this place feel at home. I mean, it could be people, it could be places, it could be traditions, it could be really anything. Yeah, culture, right? It could be, anything. And you know um so for me, I think a lot of things were very different, about this place. I mean, in a good way, though. I think anybody that knows me right now knows I used to think it snows everywhere in the US, and then we landed here in Pitt County. But I think I've been blessed to be a part of a good number of communities that make this place special for me. I think
Yeah,
first
yeah,
would be obviously ECU,
yeah.
go
Go
Pirates.
Pirates.
Yeah, go Pirates. I mean, I love the spirit, and this place too. So ECU is one place for me. GUFC is the second one. Yeah, GUFC is Greenville United Football Club. I mean, we come from a huge soccer culture. It's actually football back home, but hey, when you go to Rome, right?
Yeah.
When you go to Rome, you behave like Romans, you act like Romans. So it's soccer for now, but hey, we know it's football back home. Yeah, so having the opportunity to do soccer stuff, to cheer for Greenville United, and the way it inspires community, in a way nothing else does for us, has been, a huge one. And I think interestingly too, ECU football has actually been an experience. Yeah, it's been
been
an
an amazing
experience because
experience.
I volunteer with ECU athletics. Just standing courtside, field side, and watching the game up close is
Yeah,
interesting. I mean, even though I don't know what's going on the pitch half of the time, but I mean, it's been just an amazing learning experience to ask questions about, hey, touchdowns and first downs and second downs and third downs. I mean, I still can't explain all of it, but it's really been an amazing learning experience. So ECU Athletics, GUFC, Greenville United. What other places? I think the international teachers too.
yeah,
I've been opportune to kind of work in that space. Um, yeah, I've been opportuned to work in that space,
Yes.
and I mean to be able to be in community with international teachers from all over the world. Patrick, you remember we made welcome signs last summer.
yeah.
Yeah,
So it
to
first started as a little bit of like, hey, let's do this, and we're like, we're not sure about it.
you're right.
But before we knew it, Victor came up with these signs, and the reception we received, these teachers were so amazed when they saw us and these signs. They felt so welcome. They were like, wow, you all took your time to, make these cards. We had different parents, parents of children in the middle school that also volunteered to help welcome the teachers. It was just an amazing experience. We had teachers from ECU. We had our, faculty advisor, Dr. Ziga, with us, and it was just an amazing time with everybody. Yeah, it was great.
Wow,
All right.
that's
So our
amazing.
phone lines are still open. We're talking about what makes Pitt County special. Who makes Pitt County special for you? What traditions? What places? We want to hear from you, and our phone lines are open. You can call the studio line at 252-756-2008. You can also drop us a message online at Pitt Perspectives. You can also drop a message on across all social media using the hashtag Pete Perspectives. So we want to hear from you. We want to hear about what makes this place special for you. We want to hear your stories. We're excited to hear, all these community, stories. So yeah.
And another place or story that comes to mind was my first time in Greenville, actually. So when I landed here, I went straight to Raleigh,
Oh
and I
wow.
was there for I think about 2 weeks or about 3 weeks. Yeah. So the first day I came to Greenville, I came straight to St. James.
Okay.
And so there was this party that was going on at Pastor Becky's place, and that was the first place I landed in Greenville. And when I was coming on my way here, I was wondering, how is it going to be? I'm meeting new people for the first time. Sometimes you go out, you want to be, keep to yourself and just be by yourself and just enjoy whatever is going on around. And I was wondering, am I going to be that version of myself today, keep to myself, or just, mix with other people and just have wonderful conversations? And then when I got there, of course, I met people like Victor. That was actually the first day I saw Victor. And a lot of other international students and amazing people from St. James United Methodist. It was very warm. Of course, it was summer, so it was warm. But I mean, the people, not just
Yeah,
not just the weather.
that's another thing.
Yeah, I mean, it was summer, so I mean, most importantly, the people, very warm and welcoming people. We had amazing meal and we had wonderful conversations. Met people like Dr. Ziga, for the first time, and it felt like we had known each other for a while because it was so easy to relate with those people. And that's very amazing thing about this place. When you meet people for the first time, most of the time you are wondering, you're still trying to measure, okay, are these people going to accept, or what's this conversation going to be like? But here in Pitt County, especially, when you meet people, they have this amazing way of making you feel like, yeah, I mean, we've been together for a while.
They said it's Southern hospitality, right?
Southern hospitality. Yeah, I
Wow.
think
Yeah, it's a thing, right?
it has to
It's
be. It
like
has to be.
It's
Southern,
it's amazing. It's amazing.
right?
and they don't make you feel like, oh, this is a new person. Come on in, you're welcome. We're together, and you just have those wonderful conversations about things that you didn't even plan to talk about. But here, it's always warm, it's always welcoming, and that's one thing I like about this place too. And of course, the international students too. You mix with people from different countries. It feels like it's a global ball in that sense, where you can be in a room and you have up to 15 different nationalities.
You know what? I just
amazing.
had a thought now. Can you reel off how many different countries you've met people from here in Pitt County?
Wow. I've met people from France, from Italy, from England, from Kenya, from South Africa, from Ghana,
6,
of course from the United States, from Jamaica, from Egypt.
9.
At least I've met 2 people from Egypt. From Colombia, Colombia,
10,
Turkey,
11.
Well, that's how far I can go.
Oh, really?
I'm sure it's more than that, but for now, that's like
Okay,
that's how
so
far I can
Patrick,
go.
can you figure like how many like folks from different countries you've met here?
I know it's more than 20 at least.
Come on,
Yeah,
bro.
Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, Saudi Arabia.
We met someone from Saudi Arabia at
Habibi.
coffee hour.
Yeah, Habibi. Alhamdulillah.
Yeah,
I love the Arabic language. I wish I could learn.
Yeah,
You
so
know.
I think we have being vice president of the ISA myself. It's we meet people from all around the world.
But I'm trying to see if we can sort of. I don't think people realize just how
I think we
many
have 11
different
right now.
different
just-
cultures.
we
We
like
have
11
here in
people.
Pitt County. Even with the international teachers, we had people
From India,
Zimbabwe, from the
from
Philippines.
Nepal.
Because I remember when I was writing the signs, I had to write something in the language for them. So I kept writing for Philippine. It was Mabuha. So I remember every time. I mean, that's my response to every Filipino. Mabuha. So they said it means long live the Philippines. So I think the Philippines, India, Zimbabwe, Nepal, Sri Lanka, Bangladesh, Bahrain.
Wow.
Yeah, Bahrain, Haiti, Jamaica. He mentioned Jamaica. Where else? Azerbaijan. Colombia, obviously. Nigeria, South Africa, Kenya, Mozambique.
Yes.
I mean,
Cameroon.
Yeah, Cameroon
How
too.
did
Yeah, shout out to Cameroon. I mean, it's
amazing.
It's amazing, and I think that's one of the things that strikes me. I think that's maybe Pitt County's greatest, one of its superpowers.
The ability to bring people from different places.
Yeah, I mean, think about it. We have ECU, which
Yes.
is now an R1, university.
Research institution,
Yeah, because that's also the big deal. Because being an R1 helps you attract more folks, helps you attract more research funding, helps you, sort of get in and all of that too. So that's something.
And then there's the Pitt Community College.
Yes, Pitt Community College too
It's
has international
also
students. I mean, Dan, attends Pitt Community College. And I mean, so in the coming weeks, we'll be going out in the community and talking to people. Actually, this is a great question to ask. What do you love about Pitt County?
Another thing I like about Pitt County. So I mean, I've lived a whole huge part of my life in Lagos, Nigeria.
Right, Lagos, Nigeria.
And if you know Lagos, Lagos has a population of about 20 million people.
Wow.
So it is always very busy.
Yeah.
See, if you think you've seen traffic, I can assure you, you've not seen anything close to what we experience in Lagos. You can be going to a distance that's usually supposed to take, say, 10 or 20 minutes, and you end up spending 45 minutes to an hour or even more in traffic. It's that busy.
Wow.
Like the distance between my place to my office should not take more than maybe 30 minutes max. I sometimes spend 2.5 hours on the road.
Wow.
So when I came to Pitt County, it was one of the most refreshing things I experienced.
Which is
the
what?
peace and serenity around here. The fact that if I want to get somewhere that's going to take me 15 minutes, I can leave home maybe 20 minutes to the time or even 30 minutes to the time. I'm sure that I'm going to get there in 15 minutes, And you can't do that in Lagos. You probably want to leave home 2 hours to the time just to be sure.
What's
amazing.
interesting is how I've read on a number of like Greenville or Pitt County groups on Facebook about how the traffic here is terrible. Drivers don't know how to drive and all of that. To hear you talk about how compared to Lagos,
I mean,
like the traffic here is
huge.
child's play.
Yeah,
I mean, it's amazing, bro. Imagine staying in traffic for 2 hours,
That's-
bro.
Yeah.
Damn.
I mean, 2
I'll
hours
wait.
is I mean, and people that spend that amount of time in traffic every working day, like from Monday to Friday.
Oh, wow.
2 hours, 2.5 hours, yes.
Like a day or the entire week, cumulatively.
in a day,
In a
bro.
day.
Like
2
in
hours.
one direction.
Yes, you can spend 2 hours in
Bro.
traffic here in Lagos.
Oh, wow.
It's
That's
that busy. I'm talking
wild.
about 20 million people. And you know how many cars will be on the road. So it's a lot of cars, a lot of people, and so I mean there's always traffic. So that's one thing that I really appreciate about this place. And I also heard that there are people who come to Pitt County and especially students. I mean, local students.
Yeah.
Domestic students that
Yeah.
want to just go out and go to
Yeah,
bigger
I think-
cities. And I'm like, well, me, I like it here. I
Yeah,
like
I
to be
think
here.
that's
I like to be in
also
Pitt County
something
because
else.
it's serene, it's peaceful. Everything is just cool, As opposed to, I know there are places like New York and some other bigger places where they have traffic too. And I don't want to come from Lagos experiencing that more traffic and still go to a place like New York and still be in that kind of traffic. I think Pitt County is a place to be.
It's interesting you talk about, like, and that's something I've heard about, from folks who grew up around here, who say, there's nothing here for us, which is, kind of what they think. But I feel like when you unpack it, I mean, think about how many countries we kind of mentioned now.
Yeah.
I
And
know
the cultures we've
You
experienced.
see what I
around
mean?
here,
So I know for ECU alone, ECU has international students from over 70 countries.
yeah.
Bro, 70 countries is wild, bro. Even Africa like has 54 countries.
Yeah, 54 countries.
Right.
yeah.
So as far as like a wide range of cultures, ECU alone is like a cultural melting pot.
Yes.
You see what
yes,
I
it
mean?
is, it
And
is.
we've not even mentioned ECU Health, the hospital,
Yeah.
which is also again a system that has international, doctors and physicians and what have you. So it's really incredible. I mean, all the different cultures,
Yeah. And I feel the people who live here should appreciate it more because I mean coming from outside I can look at it and be like, this is amazing. And I'm sure a lot of people appreciate it, but they might not know how beautiful it is. to be
I think
here.
it's about like having a frame of reference.
Yeah, that's
Being able to compare like your experience with someone else's sort of puts things in perspective for you.
Yeah.
You see what I mean? So, for instance, you know how I learned from this development economics class how even countries that have a coast, it helps in
Yes.
access to resources
Yes,
and
yes.
stuff like that. Because if you are a landlocked country, to be able to get goods and the things you need, you would need to have those things go through countries, that have a coast.
Yeah, it
And
helps
countries
international
like,
trade, yeah.
I've had to learn that countries like Nepal is landlocked. You see what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
I remember when the global affairs trip to the Outer Banks, Roshan, the Nepalese, that was his first time ever to set foot on a beach.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
You see what I mean? So it's just amazing, how huge and diverse the world is. And I think it's also one of the things that makes Pitt County special. The idea that there is all these different cultures. And I feel like for some reason, which is what we are trying to change, people don't realize how much, different cultures we have here in Pitt County. And I think that's also even with the industries too. I know Pitt County has done a lot of great job in recruiting pharmaceutical companies and
Yeah,
biotech
there are a lot of
companies.
them around.
I mean, you guys went to the career fair at the
Yes,
convention
yes,
center.
and there are a lot of construction companies, manufacturing, financial institutions. I mean, the commerce going on here, it's amazing. There's a lot going on. There are people, coming here for work. Actually, I know of someone who came all the way from across the other side of the country just to
wow.
come and work here. And people expect that when you finish from ECU, you want to leave Pitt County and just go. But I actually know people who actually come here
I mean,
from
we
other
we
parts
came
of the
here
country.
too,
And
though.
I'm even saying
Yeah,
other parts of the
absolutely.
US coming in from other parts of the US to come and work here
Right.
in Pitt County, and that's amazing. Another interesting aspect of culture that we've not really talked about is food.
Yeah.
And so coming here, I had this impression that I'll probably not be able to eat the food because I mean, I'm used to this type of food.
Egusi
But
soup.
you understand? But coming here, I was introduced to, I mean, the first event I attended
Yeah,
was a
yeah,
party,
yeah.
yeah. So there
Yeah.
was food, and that was the first time I was eating the kind of food I had here, and I realized, I mean, this is amazing, this is good, and it tastes really good. I'm expecting that it won't be as good as I would have expected, but
Right.
experiencing it firsthand, it was amazing. So yes, Pitt County and the
Yeah,
United States generally, I mean,
that's
amazing,
interesting.
amazing dishes, delicacies around here, and it's good to be here too.
So,
Yeah.
what southern food have you tried, and which ones did you really like? Which ones are your favorite? Like about food. I mean,
Yeah, I think this one time we went to a restaurant. What is it called? I think it's called is it Biscuitville or something?
okay, yeah, 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 yeah. I
Yeah.
remember the one we
Yeah.
went there, and we had grits,
Yes, grits. We had
right?
grits, and that was amazing. It actually was. They
Hmm.
said it was, yeah. Not to mention sweet tea. Is sweet tea a southern thing? It has to be.
Yeah, I think sweet tea is a
Yeah,
southern thing too.
yeah. I mean that's the best drink they have. If not,
Yeah, I
yeah.
mean, I love me some sweet tea. I won't even lie.
Yeah, sweet
You know,
tea has to be the best southern drink that has to be in Greenville, and I really do have it every time I go to the dining hall. I'm grabbing breakfast. Sweet tea is my go-to drink.
yeah, I've also mistakenly taken on sweet tea before, thinking it's sweet tea.
And sweet tea,
Yeah, it
yeah,
was wrongly labeled, and I took it. I mean, it didn't take long to
yeah,
figure out the difference too.
yeah.
And I've also tried making one myself. It seems like it's some art that has to be learned too.
Yeah.
It feels like it's an art. I think one of the other, I like some mashed potatoes.
Yeah, mashed potatoes.
Yeah, I like me some mashed potatoes.
And it's
What else?
the meatball and,
Yeah,
and
meatballs
chili
are, ooh.
and all those things. That's
Oh, I'm actually also started on my journey with cheese. I didn't realize how much cheese was a thing here.
yeah.
Yeah, but I'm slowly getting to it. So if you're just joining us, if you're just listening to us, we are still here on Pitt's Perspectives, where we share community stories, we talk about culture, and we connect Pitt County to the rest of the world. And we have people listening to us from Africa, from Nigeria, South Africa, and from all over the world, right? And we're right here in Pitt County. We are here on Awesome Radio Network, 107.5 FM, 1570 AM, WECU. And don't touch the dial. We're talking about what makes Pitt County awesome, what makes Pitt County amazing. We're talking about food, we're talking about culture, we're talking about people, we're talking about community. And you can follow us on social media at Pitt Perspectives. When we come back, we continue our conversation. See you.
Hello, my name is Daniel from Greenville. We appreciate you for listening to Awesome Radio 107.5 FM, 1570 AM, WECU Radio in Greenville.
From the Pacific Justice Institute, this is The Legal Edge, defending your rights as a Christian, a parent, and a citizen. Here's Brad Dacus.
Friends, did you know that you can reserve a Pacific Justice Institute speaker to present at your next event in 2025 free of charge? Our incredible team of attorneys are not only providing pro bono legal services to their clients, but they also offer their time to educate folks on their First Amendment rights and religious freedom in the workplace, at school, and evangelizing in public. Reserve a speaker today under the media tab at pji.org.
PJI provides legal representation without charge. Get exclusive email updates by registering for The Legal Insider at pji.org.
Hello, my name is Daniel out of Greenville. Thank you for listening to Awesome Radio 107.5 FM, 1570 AM, WECU.
You're welcome back to Pitt Perspectives.
Yeah.
Yeah. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. So, in case you're wondering what you hear in the background, this is African Shakers. It's one of the handheld instruments that's native to West Africa. It's very colorful. I mean, I wish you all were here to see it right
Yeah.
now. But I'm sure our Nigerian listeners would definitely, know what
Yeah,
we're.
and it's the sound is close to what the maraca produces. I don't know
Oh,
if you know the
Maraca.
maraca.
Oh,
Yeah,
really?
it's a bit like you can shake it, but the difference is that for the maraca, the beats are inside, so they make the sound from
Oh, right,
inside.
right, right, right,
But
right,
this
right.
one, it's outside, so it gives
Yeah,
the
right,
aesthetics to
right.
it too.
And
Visual
I think
aesthetics.
shakers will come in different shapes and sizes.
Yes,
Remember
yes,
there's
yes.
the other ones that's
Yes, yes,
there's the other
yes.
ones that's like shells
Yes,
that's tied
yes.
together with strings.
Yes, yes, yes.
It's amazing. I mean, I wish you all were here to see this beauty. Yeah,
It's
so we're
amazing.
sharing stories about, what we love about Pitt County, and we want to hear from you. Call us on 252-756-2008, or you can tag us, or drop a message on social media at Pitt Perspectives, or you can use the hashtag Pitt Perspectives. So one of the biggest culture. Oh, okay, we have someone calling us. Let's see. Hello. Yes. Hello, hello. Good morning.
Good morning. This is Angelica.
Oh,
Wow.
Angelica Meso.
Our first
Angelica.
caller.
Yeah, thank you for calling in, Angelica. Yeah. Tell us, Angelica, how long have you been in Pitt County?
I've been here for almost 2 years. I'm a
Oh,
Oh
okay.
graduate.
wow.
Oh, wow, wow. So you've been here from where? Where did you move from?
I moved from Ghana.
Oh,
Oh
wow.
wow.
Make
Our
some noise for
brothers.
Ghana.
Amazing brothers.
Akwaba, right? That's a greeting in Ghana, right?
Yes, it means welcome.
Okay.
So welcome to our show.
Right, welcome. So if I say Akwaba, what's the response?
Yeah, yeah.
Wow.
Wow, that's
That would
How-
take some practice.
yeah, that,
Yeah.
that sounds good.
Yenua.
Anyway, I just wanted to call in and say good job on you guys on the show. It's very interesting. And I like that you guys are making an opportunity for all of us to share the things we like about this.
Oh.
That's a good job, guys. You guys are doing amazing.
Oh, thank you, Angelica. Just so tell us now that you're here, what are the things or the people or the places? What do you love about Pitt County? What do you love about this place? Everything.
I
Yeah.
feel like it would be a cliche if I said everything, but I
Oh.
genuinely everything. I love the people. I love the place. I love the people are so welcoming, and
Oh, wow.
I feel like you guys can relate to me because we're not from here originally, and people have been so nice to us. Like our church, St. James, they've been so welcoming to all of us. Like to people in general, the school, the community, like everything. So I know it's a cliche, but genuinely, I love everything about this
Yeah.
county.
Oh, wow.
So I want to ask you a question. So yesterday was Valentine's Day, and I know the culture is a bit different here and
Yeah, it
back
is.
home, I would guess. So I wanted to just know how was it like for you, and is there anything strikingly different between the way you celebrate Saint Valentine's Day in Ghana and here in Pitt County since you got here? So like, do you have any experiences, or how was it for you yesterday?
Well, personally, I think it's different in like the way people take Valentine's seriously, like from this side and from where I come from. But I think at the end of the day, it's the same thing. Everyone is just trying to show their love to their loved ones. Like it could be your romantic partners, it could be your friends and your family. But I think it was different because it was really nice to see everyone being so hyped up about the day. Like when you go to Walmart, all the men are in line getting flowers and stuff like that.
Oh, wow.
So I think people just take it more seriously here
Yeah.
than they do, which is cute. And I hope that one day, like people back home would also take it as seriously and express their love to the people that they love.
Yeah. That's amazing. That's amazing. Thank you so much, Angelica.
you.
Thank you for
Yeah.
sharing your story with us all the way from Ghana. Thank you so much for listening. That was, yeah. Have a good rest of your day, Angelica, and keep listening. Follow us on all social medias at Pete's Perspective and keep listening. Thank you. Come on, one more time for Angelica. Yeah. Yes, that was Angelica, and Angelica told us, the things she loves about Pitt County. Everything, everything. And oh, that's so amazing to hear. So if you're still here, this is still Pitt Perspectives on Awesome Radio Network, 107.5 FM, 1570 AM. WECU, and we are still here with AY from Nigeria and Patrick from Johannesburg, South Africa. Yeah, and I'm Victor Ihuka from Aba, and Aba is in Nigeria, West Africa. We are talking about our love for this place. We're talking about what we love about this place. Please don't touch the dial. Feel free to call us. The studio lines are open at 252 756 2008. We're talking about, so something she mentioned just before we go on a break about the difference in Valentine.
Yes, so back in Nigeria, I think the most interesting part of Valentine is the banter online,
Right.
between the loved up quote and unquote
And the
people
singles,
and
right?
the singles.
Yeah, there's always that going.
It's always back and forth going online, and people are laughing, making jokes about Valentines, about
Right.
those who are single,
Right.
about those who are not. It's very interesting to see all of that happen both online and on ground too. I was talking to someone yesterday who is in Nigeria, and she was like, "Oh, I'm seeing a lot of people, getting flowers and trying to get gifts.
Oh, really? In
Yeah,
Nigeria? Oh, okay.
getting gifts, across to their loved ones." And you're like, "Oh, I'm actually angry at them because."
Right. Right. So when we get back, we'll continue on this story.
Yeah.
You're still listening to Pitt Perspectives on Awesome Radio. Don't touch that dial.
I am Miss Mary Cox. I'm Killer Thigpen's mother from Awesome Radio.
I'm Miriam Neff.
And I'm Valerie Neff Hogan with Wise Women Managing Money.
This season, most of our living spaces will have more stuff added. Our tradition of gift giving is based on scripture, a good thing. The wise men gave precious gifts to baby Jesus.
Consider sorting a bit and taking donations to a donation center. We have one where all the proceeds are distributed to faith-based organizations in our neighborhood. Many families in need do their Christmas shopping there. What means little to us may be their discovered treasure, wrapped and under their Christmas tree.
Take your donation to that favored store. Give it gladly and thank God for the abundance in your life. This feature at wisewomenmanagingmoney.com.
Welcome back to Pitt Perspectives, where we talk about communities and stories and also connect Pitt County to the rest of the world. We've been having an amazing conversation around community, around what we love about this place. And this final bit, we kind of switched gears a bit to talk about the big deal this weekend has been Valentine.
Yeah.
So what did you all do for Valentine?
Yeah, so
Yeah.
first of all, I actually have it's my first Valentine's Day, like actual Valentine's Day, was with my mom.
Oh, okay.
So I
He's a
think
mama's boy.
it was a Sunday, and she was like, "Oh, I mean, today's Valentine's Day. Let's go out. Let's just." And I'm like, "Okay, what do they do?" And she was like, "Okay, just." So we had to be dressed in red, a touch of red,
Right.
And we both went. And then because we were having conversations in the car, we drove into the wrong parking lot.
Oh, wow.
So it's a very big eatery in Nigeria, and then it's a popular franchise. I won't mention the name. And then there was another one really close to it. So the one we wanted to go to, which is the big one, because we had conversations and the parking lot was filled up, we mistakenly moved into the wrong place. We went into the wrong place, actually ordered, and we started eating before I realized that we were in the wrong room. So I told my mom, I said, don't act up when you see this. She said, what's wrong? I was like, check the walls, like the branding. And she looked at it, she was like, oh, we're in the wrong restaurant.
Oh, wow.
And that's like one very interesting memory of Valentine's I have that I will never forget. Like, it was so strange and random. I mean, going into a wrong restaurant. And that's like one story I have from way back. What about you, Patrick?
Yeah. Thinking of Valentine's, there's back home in South Africa. Going to school, we always wore uniform, right?
Wow.
Every day is uniform day, and so we went to school Monday to Friday, and every day, every year, the tradition was that on Valentine's Day we had a CV's day. So for those who don't know, I'm sure people from South Africa get it. CV's day is where we were allowed to put on any attire we wanted, but the catch was on Valentine's Day it had to be red and white. So and we would have to dress up our best, and we wouldn't be in uniform. And this would be the time when we would have so much fun because you know that those clothes that your mom bought you for Christmas that you didn't use, you wore those on Valentine's and you showed off as much as you could, and that was that was an amazing time.
Well, I hate to rain on yours parade, but I don't have an interesting Valentine's story. I mean, so I grew up, I mean, my parents were preachers, so Valentine's at the time and the culture was, things of the world. You get what I mean? So I didn't get to, but who knows? Maybe that will change now that I'm here.
So you didn't have any Valentine's yesterday?
Nah.
I got a gift though.
Yeah.
Valentine's gift.
Oh wow!
All the way from Nigeria.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
What did you get? What did you
Ooh,
get?
come on,
No,
man.
I'll show you. What we get.
Celebrate that. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I was blown away. Like that was the last thing I was expecting.
Yeah.
Not the fact that I got a gift, but I got a gift from Nigeria.
From Nigeria.
I wouldn't think anyone would go that extra mile to get me a gift, but I mean, it touched my heart, and
That's interesting.
I was
So
happy to.
yeah, unfortunately, we are almost done with our time, and just before we go, we have a couple exciting events that are happening in Pitt County. I mean, free events that are open to the community to attend. We have tomorrow. Tomorrow is when Sunday. When's February the 18th?
18th will
That
be
will be
Tuesday.
Yeah.
Tuesday.
Yeah.
Yes.
Is that when's the Valentine, the recital?
That's on Sunday.
Tomorrow, right?
Yes, tomorrow.
Oh, so tomorrow it is then. February the 16th, I believe.
Yes,
Right?
yes.
From 5 to 6 p.m. there will be a Valentine's Day recital at St. James.
Yeah, United Methodist Church. Yes.
Yeah.
And so, moving on, we also have an event, Let's Connect event in Pitt County College, and that is going to be on February the 20th from 4:30 to 6:30 p.m. ECU is bringing its Let's Connect series to Pitt Community College, offering guidance on college admissions, financial aid, and degree pathways. There's even a Spanish session available.
Yeah. So let's connect. That's very, very important. Let's connect. Pitt County is this event that ECU and Pitt County is free and it's open to the community, especially college aged kids. This will be held at the Craig F. Goers Student Center, Davenport Multipurpose Home at Pitt Community College. The goal is to provide, college knowledge for all middle school, high school, and community college students and their family to learn about the college process, the true cost of college and how to pay for it, and the different pathways to getting a degree. ECU faculty, staff, students, and alumni, along with representatives from Pitt Community College, will be present to answer all the questions you have about college.
All right. One more from here will be the Worldwide Worship events on Saturday. That's February 22.
1 week from today.
Yeah,
right?
by 5 p.m. at St. James United Methodist Church.
That's
It's-
2006 Street.
Yeah. It's a night of multicultural praise and worship featuring different global worship styles. Whether you're from Greenville or you're an international student, you're welcome to come in. It's an amazing place to be, and it's free and open to everyone.
Yeah, that's a wrap on our first episode of Pitt's Perspectives. Thank you to everyone who listened to us, who joined us from around the world. Thank you to everyone who called in.
Yeah, don't forget to follow us on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook at Pitt Perspectives. And don't forget to call in next week.
Yes, so for next week, we're going to be talking about something very interesting, and we would like to have you, so do not miss it.
Yeah, see you next week.
Yeah.